Well,
2 hours and 30 minutes later.
Yeah, it's a pretty long one, but it is totally worth the fucking money, the time, the emotions, the roller coaster ride, the shit is crazy. You know what I mean?
Spoiler alert.
The shit, yes.
Gotta give you spoilers.
Yeah, we got that spoilers.
Spoilers coming. So, if you ain't saw it, Star Wars yet, you might want to
turn this off. Go see Star Wars.
Yeah.
We'll give you 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds. Go in.
Shit. Where do we start? Fuck.
Start with Snoke.
The death of Snoke. Fuck him.
That arrogance.
Fuck him. Cause he was an asshole from the jump. So even though I was shocked, but I was glad.
Yo, I'm keeping 100, man. I didn't like the death of Snoke.
You didn't like. You want the
anticlimactic
I'm
to
on
the
the fence
T.
about it. Yeah.
I mean, come on, like you said, the arrogance, just the gall, the crust, as my homie used to say. You got crust, and this is what we get. That's how you die.
Yeah.
That's how you go out.
Well,
I don't know. I got a lot of questions, man.
And that's how I'm feeling, or that's how I was feeling yesterday. And then you also can look at it as that just speaks to how powerful Kylo Ren is.
And he's ready to take over.
Yeah.
He's ready to be. They like, we don't need this decrepit looking, shit talking, thinking he know everything, asshole. You know what I mean?
How did he gain control?
I mean, he's the shit.
How did that happen?
I wish we knew more about him.
See, that's
That's why it's anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I get that part, but I really wasn't interested in him anyway. Kylo Ren has always been the main focus with me.
That's true, but I just think it could have been written a different way. I mean, not a different way, but there's something about the writing, man. Something about the writing was lacking dealing with his character.
Yeah, or even just postpone this until later, until we know more about his character.
Yeah.
And then, like in episode 9, kill him the same way. Like, I don't care, but at least we know more about him. And, there's more.
Was that setting up just like Return of the Jedi? Literally?
Yeah.
Did you see the tropes? How it was setting up just like Return of the Jedi? You know, Luke gives himself up willingly to be taken in front of the Emperor. He gets in front of the Emperor. They go back and they're basically battling for Lord Vader's soul. This time we had the same thing in a sense with a Snook. You know, and Rey battling for Ben's soul.
Yeah.
It's like,
It was similarities in the first one though. You look at number 7. It was like the same thing.
7 was like the same thing as 4.
Yeah, if you look at it.
So they doing the same thing again?
Yeah.
In a sense, he's putting his own spin on it.
I think I'm gonna make a bold statement at the end of this, because let's continue on. Okay,
I mean, because in this one, Ben just kind of says, he's like, enough of this. I'm gonna make this choice for you guys. I'm gonna assume this position. I'm gonna make this choice right here.
Right. But see, the difference is he didn't turn to the good side. He just turned to take over.
He went from bad to worse.
Exactly.
This is his emotions.
Yeah, he did
emotions.
He went bad from worse. He right on that
My
one.
man's emotions was running rampant. It's like he still was in puberty.
Yeah, he's a loose cannon. That dude.
Man, for real.
So another tantrum in this movie.
Another one.
No, it was several. It was
a bunch of tantrums.
Yeah.
Come on, that was overkill when he was like, shoot at Luke. Okay, you can shoot at Luke, but that's one dude, and you like shooting with high-tech machinery.
Like that first shot was more than
the first one.
Dude.
More.
He shot about like minutes, a couple of minutes, like.
Okay, at that point I was thinking, okay, is this a play for them to use up the ammo?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, where is this going?
Where's this going? This is, like you said, overkill, man. It's just like, all right, dude, you still got issues. You still got daddy issues and family. He just don't like his family. I guess can we say that?
Yeah.
This dude just don't like his family.
Well, he likes his mom, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He
shoot
did
her.
punk out.
He spared her.
He did
spare
punk.
moms.
Man, perfect
Let's talk
segue.
about that, though.
Okay. Like I said, dude, this. I guess I'll go on the record and say this movie was okay in my eyes.
Okay.
I'm not jumping. So that way, anything I spew after this, you won't be like, this motherfucker sound like you don't like it. So now I don't like it. I just think it's okay.
Yeah.
The Leia scene.
Dude, that was bullshit.
What the? What the was that?
When she
Flying
got
through space?
Yeah.
All right, for a split second, when she got sucked the fuck out in space, I was like, God damn, that's fucked up how they got, how she going out. Like, that's gruesome.
Yeah.
This broad wakes the fuck up in deep space when you know it's below temperature, so she should have been frozen. No ifs, ands, or buts.
And you can already see on her skin.
She's starting to crystallize. Yo, she uses the force, that's obvious,
Yeah.
to pull herself back into the airlock, back into a ship, and she saves herself. So now I'm thinking, yo, this bro got power.
Yeah.
The fuck? You don't need Luke. You don't need Luke.
Right, but she don't want to. She ain't embracing her power. She
But
don't
I think that was the point of this movie, was to show that she has power.
Uh-huh.
Because episode 7 was about Han Solo. This one was about Luke. 9 was supposed to be about Leia.
Oh,
And
that's right. Okay.
they finished the movie, and then she passed.
Mm-hmm.
So they already had this whole bullshit flying through space thing in the books.
Right.
And then she passed. So
Right.
Supergirl.
I think what you're saying about like they don't need Luke, that's might be what they were going for.
Wow, so they just knocking off the Trinity one by one in a
Yeah.
sense, just taking them out the equation.
And then the irony is, she's the only one that's not around anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
In real life, yeah.
That's crazy.
But that maneuver, I did not like it.
I didn't like
feeling
that.
I didn't like it,
They
dude.
could have shown off her powers differently. That was just not believable.
Right.
And like we haven't seen her powers, and then like the first thing she does is like that. Like who have we seen fly around like that?
Literally. In
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, in space too.
I ain't seen Yoda do that.
No.
No.
Your
that's-
boy Mace Windu got sucked out the window in
Oh yeah, dude. In
Which-
episode
But he was
3.
like-
in episode 3.
But he was electrocuted though.
She was crystallizing. She was literally dead.
He might have been dead before when he flew out the
He
window.
was
though.
screaming as he was.
Yeah, he
flying out
he
the
was on the
window.
verge. though.
We got issue with power levels with Jedi's.
Yeah.
I'm with Luke. This shit got to end.
Because
Fuck it.
you're right about Mace Windu. He's supposed to be like the most powerful.
That's what I'm
guy.
saying. We got.
and he won that battle.
And Yoda's
Yeah.
still pouncing around and popping up whenever he want to. I'm saying. I don't get. I mean, is it a thing where you forcibly just die when you want to die and you still got all power, or if somebody kill you, you can't come back? I don't know. Like I said, there's issues with power levels
Maybe
here, man.
it's like he was all about strength, not so much wisdom.
Mm.
So that's why we saw Yoda again in this one, is because obviously like the wisest one.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they always say they become a part of it anyway when they all pass.
Yeah.
So that.
And I
happens
kind
with
of
all
like
of
that
them.
we saw Yoda again, and we see like
Yeah, I like you can
this
see
shit
all
keeps
of
going
them.
on. Like these guys still like on each other.
Bring up Mace.
Yeah.
I love to see
Yeah,
Mace.
let's see Mace come back.
Yeah, let's see Mace have a little.
I think it
and,
also shows
Qui-Gon.
us too that although they're Jedi masters, they're still learning in a sense, because even he was schooling Yoda, he was schooling Luke once again.
Yeah.
Where Luke is now the Jedi master, but yet he still needs to learn.
Exactly.
It's like he pointed that out. Like, you're still looking into the future. You're still chasing the horizon. You don't need these books. You don't need this whole structure. That's not what the Force is.
Right. But you still, she got the books though.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
you see
that.
those in
Yeah,
the
she
Falcon,
got the
but
books.
She still grabbed him up.
That's something that keeps Yoda around though, is because he did that in the like episode 2 or 3 with Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Obi-Wan's training Anakin, and Yoda's still teaching Obi-Wan like you can't do this. You gotta do
Exactly.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in a sense, maybe, like I said, Luke is right. It's just the Order, they really relied on a infrastructure that was basically eventually going to play itself out anyway.
Right.
Yoda knew this. That's why he's like, fuck it, burn the books. I'll do it for you. You know what I'm saying?
This ghost strike lightning down.
Luke running up the steps with some fire. And Yoda's like, get that shit out of here. Call down some lightning on some Thor shit.
Oh man.
That's crazy, man. That was wild. I mean, that was one of the highlights. There's highlights in this. Like I said, man, you guys go because I don't want to be the sour pickle. What y'all
bro,
like?
You just spilling your opinion.
Yeah.
Man, I like the whole thing, bro. I like that it was a blend of action. I like the story, man. It's just similarities. It's not like the same thing is some of the old movies. It's just certain similarities, but then they put their own spin on it. Because I love the spin of that they can't go into hyperspace, but they can't catch us if we at full speed, but we can't keep running off forever. So, you know, it's like now we gotta find a way to get out of this situation within this time this time period. So then you got the side missions come along with Finn and Baby.
Yeah,
trying to find
I can see why it was 2 hours and a half, man.
So,
there was a
yeah.
lot of shit going on.
A
lot of stuff.
I like that type. That shit was cool to me about the story. Even though, like you say, you see the similarities, but then you see the differences. What make it dope?
Yeah, like you're seeing kind of like these things evolving. Like
Right.
even though we've seen all this before, like in this one, like you said, you know, now they can track people through light speed, which you shouldn't be able to do. And then
Right.
we're seeing these evolutions of the Force with, like, you know, Leia flying around, and you know, there were a couple other things where, you know, we saw Luke fighting, and he had that like projection. We hadn't
We've
seen
never
that
seen
before.
that before.
So I like that they're like bringing in these new, like, more complex things into the mix.
Right.
Even the AT-AT walkers, they advanced those.
Right.
Yeah.
It was no, you know, grappling hook around the legs, and I was peeping that out, how their, you know, new legs was more or less like you were saying a while back, like gorilla stance.
Yeah.
And the arm is around, so you can't grapple that. There's no way you can grapple that.
Right.
Yeah, and then even like the stormtroopers, they got like those swords that can go up against lightsabers.
Right.
And,
Oh,
those red dudes in Snoke's
Chamber,
chamber,
yeah.
yeah, dude,
guard.
that was badass.
Those guards.
Were they the
was-
Red Knights? Is that what they call the Red Knights?
Man,
I think so.
They got some Jedi training though, because they was holding their own.
Yeah.
They was holding their own
That was
serious.
pretty cool.
That part was dope as fuck when Kylo Ren and Rey fighting back to back, man, with each other, man.
Did
That
you
was
guys get
fun.
a feeling that they're related?
You get that feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Snook said, you know, I'm the one who connected your minds together, but it was fairly simple to do that. Almost like how Luke and Leia could do it.
Yeah, dude, that's true, yeah.
I don't know, man.
And then you also hear Luke saying, you know, I haven't seen this power since Ben, when he's talking to Rey.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And, you know, like, it's hard for me to believe that all this power, you know, for Ben, he's like Skywalker blood, so you get it. But then Rey, you know, they're saying she just comes from like nobody's.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she's got the same power as Ben.
Something's up.
I thought the spin was gonna be she was gonna be related to Palpatine.
Oh. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that she was gonna have some. When she was in that mirror, I thought we was gonna see Palpatine. I'd have been like, oh.
Because Luke did say, you know, you just literally jump right into the darkness.
Darkness.
Yeah, without even, you know, trying to resist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe they'll elaborate on that, because that's still kind of open. He could have been lying to her.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because
That's something else I was reading is, you know, in episode 5, some people still thought Vader was lying when he said, you know, I'm your father. So in episode 6 came around, and they had, I think they had Obi-Wan come in and, like, confirm it.
Confirm it, yeah.
So, you know, I'm expecting that in episode 9, like some sort of confirmation.
right.
There has to be a payoff. Has to be.
Yeah, because, you know, the two biggest questions going into this were who are Rey's parents?
Yeah.
And then who was Snoke?
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, we're not going to get one of those.
What if it's a coy though, man? Maybe Snoke is not dead. I mean, we saw him, but that was just.
That's
I'm
something
still.
I'm hoping for.
That's like I said. That's one of the biggest things about this movie that really bothered me. Is like that's it. That's fucking it.
Yeah.